Hello students, in this second video we are going to learn about extended principles. As you remember, in the first video we have learnt two fundamental principles of counting. Those were addition principle and multiplication principle. So in this we are going to study the extended principles, okay, extended addition principle as well as extended multiplication principle. Now, as the name suggests, extended means we are going to extend something here. Now what exactly we are going to extend? Let's see in the statements. So we can read here, if three activities when conducted simultaneously and independently of one another can be performed in M, N and R ways respectively, then any one of them can be performed in M plus N plus R different ways. So you can observe here that we have increased the number of activities. If you remember in the previous video where we learned addition principle, there were only two activities. Now in this principle, in this extended principle, we have three activities. So what we have extended? We have extended the number of activities. It is now 3 instead of 2. So what happens is, the main point of this extended principle is, no matter by any number you increase the number of activities, whether it is 3 which is written here, or it might be 4, 5, 6, 10, 15, 20, anything, okay. What is the main principle? If you want to do any one of them, okay, if you want to do any one of them, then you have to apply addition principle. And what this addition principle says, it should be done in M plus N plus R, means you have to add the number of choices or the number of ways which are available to you, okay. So for, if you want to do the activity, I mean if you want to do any one of the activity, then you have to apply the addition principle. Then whatever the number of activities may be, it can be 3, 5, 10, anything. Same will go for extended multiplication principle. In actual multiplication principle, in the first video what we had seen, there were two activities. Now here we are considering an experiment which consists of three activities, okay. So first activity has M possible outcomes, second activity has N possible outcomes, and third activity has R possible outcomes. Then the total number of possible outcomes carrying out all the three activities is M into N into R. Now again, as you can recall in the previous video, when we see the multiplication principle, there were only two activities and we have to carry out both the activities. So if you want to carry out all the activities, then you have to apply the multiplication principle. Again, here there is no restriction of numbers, and that's why this is extended. So there can be three activities, again there can be 4, 5, 6, 10, 20, 100, any number of activities. If you want to perform all the activities, that is also one after the other, then you have to apply the multiplication principle, and by applying it, the final number of activities will be multiplication of all possible choices. So here there are three activities. For first activity there are M ways, second activity N, and third activity R. So in the end, in the final answer, what we are doing, we are multiplying the number of choices. So we are getting final answer as M into N into R. Okay, this is extended multiplication principle. I hope you have got it. Now we are turning to a very interesting example. This example is actually easy, and we have seen such kind of example in the previous video also. But why I am saying this interesting is, it is equally important also. Whether it is your 11th, 12th standard board, any competitive exam of any stream, science or commerce, such kind of examples you will face in many exams. And that's why I hope you should be able to solve such type of examples. So what is the example? Let's see. How many 3-digit numbers can be formed from the digits 0, 1, 3, 5, 6 if repetitions of digits are allowed, and second question is repetitions of digits is not allowed. Now again you can recall the example in the first video where we have taken the password of the smartphone. In that, if you remember, there was no restriction on choice of digit, but here there is, at one place there is restriction, at one place there is no restriction. So we will see how to tackle such problems, and let me tell you, allowed, not allowed, repetition not allowed, such kind of examples are expected in all possible exams, whether it is 11th or 12th or in higher standards also. Okay, so let's see how to tackle this example. So what is given to us? So given digits are 0, 1, 3, 5 and 6. That means how many digits are given to us? Total number of given digits is 5. Let's go to the first question. In first question, what is written? Suppose the repetitions of digits are allowed. That means although you have chosen the first digit at the first place, still for the second place you can choose the same digit. Now suppose, now which digits are given to you? 0, 1, 3, 5 and 6. These 5 digits are given to us. Suppose here we select some digit. Now let me tell you, we have to form a 3-digit number. So we cannot start a number from 0. That's what I have written in the first line. For first digit we have 4 choices, because a 3-digit number never starts from 0. Have you ever seen a 3-digit number starting from 0? If it is, then it actually considered as 2-digit number. Okay, so for first digit 0 cannot be our choice. Okay, for first digit 0 is not our choice. Then how many choices we have? We have 4 choices. See, 1, 3, 5, 6. Okay, so this place has 4 choices. Okay, now suppose I write a digit, say 1 here. Now what is given to me? Repetitions of digits are allowed. That means I can write this one on the second place also and third place also. So although I have used 1 here, that does not mean 1 is excluded now. 1 is still there in my choice list. Okay, that's what I have written here. So further, since repetition is allowed, for second and third digit we have 5 choices each. Now why 5? Because in the second and third digit now we can introduce 0. You must have seen the 3-digit number of the form 100, 100, 101, 105, 103, etc. So in the second and third digit now we can introduce the digit 0. So for second digit we have 5 choices, and again since repetition is allowed, so for third digit also we have 5 choices. So by multiplication principle, how many total choices we have, or how many numbers we can form? 4 into 5 into 5, which is 100. Okay, so 100 numbers we can form. This is the answer for the first question. Now let's go to second question. Suppose repetitions of digits is not allowed. Let me again write numbers here. 0, 1, 2, 3, 5, sorry, 2 is not there, so 0, 1, 3, 5 and 6. Okay, so again for first digit we have 4 choices. As I explained earlier, here we cannot put 0, so this is not allowed for the first digit. So for first digit we have 4 choices, 1, 3, 5 and 6. Okay, so here I have 4 choices. Now for second digit we have 4 choices. What I have written here, for second digit we have 4 choices. Why? Repetitions are not allowed. So suppose I put 1 here. Okay, then I cannot put 1 in the second place or third place. Are you getting me? Now 1 I cannot repeat in the second and third place. But still I am getting 4 choices. Why? Because on the second place now 0 I am allowed to write. Okay. So my 1 has gone now because I have written 1 here. But now this 0 is allowed for second digit. So I have 4 choices: 0, 3, 5 and 6. Okay, so for this second place I have 4 choices. But now what has happened? On the first digit I have written some digit, second digit I have written, let's say I have written say 3. So for third digit I cannot write 3 at the third digit. Why? Because repetitions are not allowed. So my 1 is gone, 3 is gone. So how many choices I have? I have 0, 5 and 6. So how many choices? 3 choices. Okay. So that's what I have written here. For the third digit we have 3 choices. So by multiplication principle, number of 3 digit numbers is 4 into 4 into 3, which is nothing but 48. So the answer for the second question is 48. I hope you have got this answer. Now I am going to give you 2 examples for you to do by your own. Just a minute. Yes. Can you see these examples? So in the first example, what is written? How many 2-letter words can be formed using letters from the word space when repetition of letters is allowed? And second question is repetition is not allowed. So it is again of the same kind of questions. Instead of digits, now you have a word in which you have 5 alphabets, SPACE, and 2-letter word you have to form, in which repetition is allowed in the first question, second question in second question repetition is not allowed. So what you can do, you can refer this video, the answer which I explained in the video just now, and you can solve this question on the same basis. Second question is, how many 3-digit numbers can be formed using the digits 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 if digits can be repeated? Now this question is exactly similar like the question of password which we saw in the first video. But let me tell you now what is the difference between the question which we solved just now and this second question? You can see there is no 0. Okay, so for the first digit you have to see the number of choices carefully. Okay, so try to solve both the examples. I hope you have got the first example. If you haven't got, you can comment on the comment box. Please see this video, go through this video, give us your comments, your feedbacks. Please ask others to see this video also, forward this video also. Okay, subscribe to our channel and keep watching. Thank you.